Okay, so hopefully you've got your other eye encircled in black and you have that exactly the way you want it to look because this is your dog. So we're going to put the pupil in. I've already got one in, which is just a little piece about this big. And you just ball this up in your finger like this. And then you want to lay this on the colored part of your dog's eye. And you're going to want to line this up, and here again, if you need to, pin it. So you can hold this in place right here, and you don't want to cover all of your color because you just put all that in. And then carefully stab that in. Take your pen out and work in the pupil of your dog's eye. Now, if you put this in and it looks like, see, there's more blue here than there is on this side. So that's an easy fix. You take a little more of your color, just kind of give it a rub, and then you add this in. And bring this around to where you have the same amount of blue. It don't have to be perfect, but it gives a little bit more symmetrical look. So it actually looks like he has the same eyeballs. And there we go. That looks a little bit better. Okay. Now the one thing that this dog does not have is eyelids. Now if you want eyelids, because this has turned out to be a rather large little puppy. If you want eyelids, because right now he kind of looks like he's scared. Looks like somebody frightened him for Halloween. So if you want eyelids, take a portion of your core, just grab a pinch, and you're going to do two, because remember, we're doing two. We'll set him aside. Here's the best way to do an eyelid, and this is to, you have your core, and fold this in half, and then give this a stab, because you want this ridge right here, this line. Leave all your fuzzies, and bring this in. Do a shallow stab. And take your fuzzy side on your dog. And then, now here again, if you don't like, if yours is turned up this fuzzy, you can just go through and trim that off. Clean that up. Then you take your puppy and you line up where you want his eyelids to be. Use your pins. Straight pins or lifesavers. So see, you can have eyelids off to the side. You can take and put this right here and then combine them in the middle. Kind of like that. What do you think? Kind of looks like a dog. He looks a little sad, but I like it. So while your pins are in place, you take and put this in. And then get this side where your pin is. Okay, so you can lift these out. Now here's the trick. Don't stab this into the eye. you want to stab like from here back. And bring this around. And shape this like an eyelid. If you need to, look at your own. Your eyelid is not perfectly flat, it's rounded. And bring this around, and then all this, you blend that into the head. And it's okay that you're putting all this in because we got ears yet to go. And now your puppy has an eyelid. So let's do the second one. And you're going to take and fold this over and stab this in. I'm still using that 40 spiral. I'm going to do the fold, leave your fuzzy end. Okay, it's a little bit too fuzzy. Clean it up. And here's where your pins come in handy again, because now you need to match this up. So we're going to pin that right here, and we need to bring this like right here, right about there. Looks right. I'm going to push this in. Because see, his other eyelid is right down here. So we want to be approximately in the same area. And we don't want him to have a unibrow, so make sure you make that definitive line right here. And then we're going to shape this around just like the other one. All this gets stabbed in. If you need to, pause the video and then finish getting all this in. You can always do more stabbing later, make it a little firmer if that's what you want, because it's your dog. Okay, so now our dog has eyebrows, eyelids, kind of cute. Okay, last part. Let's give him some ears. Now this is this last piece of core. So we're going to split this in half. He's going to get short ears because this is the last piece we have. So we're going to do almost the same as the eyebrows. So what I did is I folded this over. That's all I did. I fold this over, and I'm going to start shaping this around. To where I want this to look. Now it depends on what kind of dog you want to have. Or do you want him to have big ears or long ears or short ears, fat ears? That's totally up to you. It's your dog. And this is where your clover tool comes in handy again. And we're going to flatten this out just a bit. Make sure you turn it over. Do that side. Now I do kind of want this a little bit more rounded.